around anymore. They could still be living, may not be living. It could be whatever. It's just that it's someone that had an influence in their life or made some type of impact, and they just miss that person, and they're going to tell you why and how. And then we'll go into some games, some short form scenes, improv scenes that they will be playing for you with the suggestions that we'll get from all of you, which proves that this is all improvised. We really can't rehearse this stuff because we don't know what you're going to tell us to do, right? We have no idea.
We're glad.
That's what yeah, so the show I have Hip-Prov. Now you guys, everyone got a free raffle ticket because at the end of the night we're going to draw some raffles, some raffle numbers, and everyone's going to get a set of drinking glasses and coasters that have our logo and name Hip-Prov on there. You know, just something to give away because it's made by one of our sponsors, which is SYS Custom Etching and Engraving, which is a fellow comedian friend of mine who she etches things like cutting boards and stuff like that. So she donates that so that we can give away some prizes. But that'll be absolutely cool.
We love merch. Merch.
So some of the games we're going to be playing will be similar to the games that you see that we play in the Hip-Prov show. And you know, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I know you're excited, so I'm going to get ready to introduce you to the cast. And as the show goes along, we will explain the games that we'll play, so you won't be lost or anything, okay? But we're just going to keep it rolling because I know you're ready to laugh now. You just got turned on, and now it's time to laugh, okay? So we're going to bring our improvisers up, Jake Russell, Josh McDaniel, and Lala Harrison. This is Jake Russell, that's Josh McDaniel, Lala Harrison. My home theater, where I'm an improv cast member, is Go Comedy in Ferndale, and Jake and Josh are fellow cast members. And Lala was a fellow cast member of mine when I was working at Comedy Sports, which is also an improv theater. It was a clean, family fun theater, which I didn't like so much because I like to say words like fuck. So that didn't work. So, again, I get to relax and enjoy the show, so I'm going to mosey on over there and let them get started with Season of the Myth.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hey.
I do better now. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Look, like Cam said, my name is Jake, and the person I miss is actually one of my favorite rappers of all time. Just passed away last year, DMX. Wrap it up for the dog. You know what I'm saying? No, but the reason I miss him is because like it's very rare for artists in any genre to just come with that type of intensity, authenticity, and vulnerability in their music, and that's what DMX represented to me. And like he influenced me with my art and my comedy and anything I try, anything I do. Like I just respected it so much and loved it so much. And actually, like a few weeks ago, I was in a comedy competition. It was called Comedy Rumble, where you have each comic has 90 seconds to tell jokes, and yeah, that sounds stressful. Very stressful. But and I was outside the theater, the comedy club, stressing out like, man, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna get my point across in 90 seconds, whatever. And I was like, I just need to relax, listen to some music, and I just put on some X, some DMX. I think I put on this song, Stop Being Greedy. I think that song I put on, very good song, check it out. And it just put me in that mood. Like he just came on there, just like I said, like with intensity and vulnerability. Like he was so hard, like so tough and hard, but he also like just showed so much emotion. Sounding redundant, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that just got me charged up, and it's like I just need to attack the stage, get my point across with my jokes. And that's what I did, and I wound up being a finalist in the competition. Didn't win, but I was finalist. But like I said, yeah, DMX, I miss him. Thank you, DMX, RIP. That's my person. Cool. Yeah, that's it. So now we're gonna do a game based off the person I missed, and the game is called Party Up. And how it works is we're gonna do an improv scene based off suggestions from you guys. I'm gonna come to that suggestion in a minute. And anytime the amazing Tam rings her bell, we have to continue our improv scene in the style of rap. So like I'll be talking like, hey man, what's going on? Tam rings the bell and like, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, cause like that was terrible. I should have done an example. I'm gonna rap. I promise. I'm gonna rap. I was doing rap pants, but wasn't rap. I promise the scene will be better. But you get the gist. You get it. And when Tam rings the bell, and if Tam rings the bell again, we'll go back to talking regular. So we'll talk regular. She'll ring the bell. We rap. Ring the bell again. We go back. Yeah, y'all get it. So to get us started, what is a location that might fit on this stage?
Hot tub.
What was that?
Hot tub.
Hot tub. Thank you, Hot Tub. This is Party Up, and let's do it.
All right, I admit it. Y'all made a good choice for this vacation. I've never felt so relaxed.
I know, right?
I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah, we're like so proud of you. Because I'm your mother.
If I didn't know it would have taken like getting a dip in and like really relaxing with you two to get you to like think I was good, then I would have done this earlier.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So we love you and we love you forever. But together, maybe never.
Oh. And yeah, because I love you, no doubt. One day I'm waiting for you to move out.
You're springing this on me fast like you did in the past when you told me I didn't have a brother, just another one that wasn't a part of the house. And now he's at college. I don't get to go there because I don't have knowledge. Not fair, not fair. I knew you loved Craig more than me.
We're so sorry. It's just like Craig loved us.
Son,
You know.
son, you know, Craig's just a go-getter, you know?
Yeah. Be like Craig.
Be like Craig?
Be like Craig.
Be like Craig.
Fine. I'll be like Craig. I'll start a thing on my own. I'll take this thing out of my phone. It's a picture of you two you didn't know you had. Somebody who you was with who wasn't my dad.
Whoa.
Like, so
Yeah.
Listen. Please. You don't have to be that mean. Me and him, we're good. But like, just like listen to me, okay with us. Like we worked on our relationship. Go get an education.
No. Son, I want to hear more about this.
Like, okay, so like when I took Craig to college, you know what I'm saying? When I took him to college, it was all good. I met this guy, he really understood me, my life, my coochie, everything. This thing between us, we gotta stop it clean.
What you gonna say?
Girl, what you talking about? I understand coochie. How you gonna do me like that? Come on now. I'm about to start crying. No, fuck that. I'm gonna go on the crowd.
Like whatever, James.
Seems like it could have just been a lot easier for you to take me on and not be such a pea face.
Okay, listen here, son. I didn't mean to say this, but the reason why we love Craig the best is because you ain't shit.
Let me make this easy for all of you right here. I'm gonna jump out of this pool and I'm gonna kill that deer. That you brought here. I know Craig got it for you, but I'm gonna rip it apart so all of you will listen to me.
Okay, everyone, calm down. This is supposed to be. No, son, get back in the pool.
So your dick's out. You can't have that going around. So chill out. But the coast is clear. You can go kill yourself and that deer.
Oh! me like that after she told me that that dude was just a little bit fat. Her than you, of course, which is real sad to hear. So maybe I will just go off that deer.
I'm extremely uncomfortable now.
All right, so yeah, that's how we're gonna roll the rest of this show. My person that I miss is my best friend from high school, Jesse. So when I was like in 9th grade, I had not really like made like a best friend yet, so I was kind of trailing along, being like, what are all these people with their best friends getting to do fun shit all the time? And like it was the first day of like school, and I'm sitting like in a row that only has 2 people in it because I was like one of the odd folks out of the seats. But then right in the next row is this dude next to me, and both of us have Mick in the end of our name. So I have McDaniel, and he is McMichael. So we're sitting at the desk and we're doing stuff, and I don't know who said it first, but one of us quoted a Space Ghost Coast to Coast episode, and we both looked at each other and just went like through the rest of the lines of like that show. So immediately it was like, oh, we're like best friends. No one's ever. Is that what it feels like when we're best friend? You just like jump into like an entire show. So then I ended up like that's the guy I would end up going on like crazy adventures at, where we'd end up at somebody's house and it's like, all right, maybe we're not supposed to be at this house. Whose house is this? I don't know, but one of us has a car, so we could get out real quick. So with all of these like whirlwind adventures that usually ended up with us going to the grocery store to slap cheese because we were 16 years old, and a lot of feelings to let out that you just can't let out without, smacking cheese like it's a butt. None of you have tried it, but you'd be surprised at how it feels. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying you might not understand. But yeah, so we ended up growing apart over the years. Unfortunately, he ended up passing away. Unfortunately, like he ended up overdosing, ended up with a fentanyl hit. Unfortunately, so when I found out about that, I like got all these memories back of like, man, we went through some really like cool times and some like bad times and some like really fucking weird times. Like the time that he decided to make an instrument out of just bare electrical wires, which also did work, but not as easily as I would have liked to, and I'm glad I wasn't the one getting it tested. So this next game is going to be a game called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. And what we're going to be here, the 3 of us are going to be a panel of experts. So we're going to be in a moment here coming to you, the audience, for some questions on some advice for life or for whatever. But the hook here is going to be that this side right here, this is going to be the good advice chair. Whoever's in that chair is going to give you some good advice. Middle chair is going to be giving you some bad advice. It won't be good advice, it'll be bad. And this side here is going to give you some ugly advice. Some like advice that's like, don't follow that. Like that's the exact that's a catastrophic choice that you're making. You shouldn't make right now. Which is not how the cheese falls somewhere kind of in between good. But yeah, so we'll be answering in those guys. That's the good chair, that's the bad chair, this is the ugly chair. And Tam is going to be getting those questions from y'all. So without any further ado, this is good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right. So you all have seen Phil, Donahue, Sally, Jesse. Oh, I'm telling my age. What's the new talk show? What's the new talk show? Rory. Oprah, Iyanla, Fix Your Life. You're going to look to these people to fix your problems. I'm going to come out to you. Hopefully at least one person will raise their hand giving us an issue, something you're facing in your life where you need some advice from like a very intelligent expert. Okay? So does anyone have any problems, any issues that you need help with?
Should we move to California?
Should you move? Oh, that was just very quick and simple. Just should they move to California? Just should they move? That's it. Just should they move? Go ahead.
Well, should you move to California? Well, just weigh out your options. California has good weather. Michigan doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You always be in a good mood in California. Usually you're not in a good mood in Michigan. So I think the best thing, but is your family here? Do you have family out there? Like I think you should just really like weigh out those like pros and cons before you make that jump.
Here's what you do. You buy an exorbitantly priced house in California and keep an exorbitantly priced house here. Move back and forth between those two houses once every week and a half. That way, the state can't get you on taxes because they won't know where you are. And you don't have to worry about having less than 3 houses. Oh, wait, buy yourself a 3rd house.
All right, so this is what you actually do, okay? You sell all your possessions, okay? House, car, clothes,
Husband,
husband,
child.
get rid of. You don't even need it.
I'll keep the kids.
Honey, get a kid to him, live free.
Oh, there you go.
So this is what you do. You sell all your stuff, right? You get a nice book bag. You go down to Cali, right? No plans, no nothing. Don't set nothing up. Live that nomad life. You feel me? You figure it out. Go store to store, barter, get some food. You good. You don't need a lot. All you need is water and a little nutrition. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
There you go. Thank you.
Good to go.
I think
Sounds
that-
good to me. It's still gonna be the first seat good, the second seat bad, the third seat ugly. Who else has a dilemma or situation?
Cheated.
Say that again?
Thought my girlfriend cheated.
You thought your girlfriend cheated?
What did I do?
And what should you do? Oh man, that's the question of the year. That's the question of the year. Go ahead, expert.
So when it comes to matters of the heart, the best thing to do is go talk to your significant other. Ask them what's going on. Why did they cheat? Is there something they could work? You could work on together as a unit. You know, figure out who's to blame and how you can figure it out together. Because you know, love.
All right, peep this. All right, look. So, caught your girlfriend cheating. All right, cool. So this is what you do. You forgive her. Be like, all right, babe, it's cool. You know, sometimes we slip up. You know what I'm saying? Do that. But then one day you just FaceTime her, and you FaceTime her sleeping with another person right there. That's what you do. Just FaceTime it. You know, sleep with that person, like having her by your neck like this, and just like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what you do.
I mean, that's a way to go.
That is what you do.
I don't hate that, but here's what you do. You get yourself a surplus amount of steel from the local foundry. You fashion that steel with a couple of other trace metals that you're going to need for the rest of this process, and form yourself a girlfriend android with exactly the same, got the same clothes too, which are easy to get if you know where that person lives. Once you have created said android, you program it with all the memories, loves, and the distastes that your prior girlfriend has, and then you have them meet and cause an existential crisis in your original girlfriend, questioning whether or not she is actually real. At which point, you have a brief moment when you have 2 girlfriends, because hopefully you will create a cascade in the circuitry of her brain that makes her believe, oh God, I'm an android too, just like in Westworld. I don't know what to do with myself. Worst case scenario, you're back to 1 girlfriend. Best case scenario, you have 2 girlfriends, one that could lift a truck.
I say you all 3. Just see what you. Okay, one more question. We all don't have perfect lives. Someone has to have a question. All right.
How to kickstart your dream of life.
Say that again.
How to kickstart your dream life.
How to kickstart your dream life. I ask myself that every morning. Please help us.
So here's what you do. Kickstart your dream life. First, you gotta identify what it is that makes you get up in the morning, makes you feel passionate. Next part, don't reinvent the wheel. Find a system that works for you, that you can actually scaffold your dream into. Maybe get a mentor who's done it before, who can help you along the way. 3, be gentle with yourself. It's your dream, not your torture. Enjoy the
That took me out the game real quick. Start him. So this is what you do, right? All right? Because nobody has a dream that somebody else don't have. Like we all kind of link up, you know? You find somebody that got your dream, right? You make friends with that person. Get in real good. Be like, oh, you smell good. You nice. You all that stuff, right? Then you snatch the dream from them because they've already built up the following. You feel me? You just put on makeup like it's your coat and you done. Dream fulfilled.
All right, kickstart your dream life. Rob the nearest bank that's next to you. Rob that bank because you can't live your dream life without some money. You can't do it. Rob that bank, and then before you buy the car and drive off to the sunset to start your dream life, you go to every single person that doubted you, said some jealous bullshit to you, said some fuck shit, just said all type of disrespectful shit to you, and slap the shit out of you. That's what you do. And roll up on a police officer and just punch him in the face right back, and then drive off. That's it.
Social media and Black Girl Marvel. I like to plug myself, sorry.
So you are good at that.
I know, right? Black Girl Marvel. Look me up. I do funny shit. Anywho, for Season of the Miss, the person that I miss is my father. He is no longer here. He wasn't a great person, but he was my person, and he was hilarious. And the reason why I'm like a touch funny is because of him. And he's just like one of my favorite people because I don't know, certain people make you see life in a certain way or like ways you didn't think. Usually as children, my dad was like a child that's like my daddy. So I remember like I grew up in Detroit and we used to be walking around the neighborhood and you see a lot of prostitutes walking around the neighborhood, depending on where you live, okay? Because I don't see any in nobody now. So, okay. But we used to walk around and I would be like, you see some on TV and you're like, oh snap, like you don't think you're gonna see it in real life. And then I'm just like, yo, Pops, that's a prostitute. And he was like, we don't call them that. And I'm like, well, what do you call them? And he's like, we call them social workers. Because they support the community. And I kept that with me all the live long day. I thought it was hilarious, even as a child. I showed you my sense of humor. And like the funniest part about that though, honestly, is that I got two aunts that are social workers, like for real. So every time I look at them, I just see my dad on my shoulder, like, but I miss my dad. He was great. He's a terrible person, but he's great. So, for our third game, we are going to be playing mood swings. Okay? Mood swings really depends on y'all. All right? So listen up. Okay? So this game, we're going to get a suggestion from the audience about a location. From there, we're going to need people out here to give us one emotion and one mood per player. All right? We're all going to have a mood and an emotion. And we're going to play a scene. But within that scene, just like the hip-hop game, Tam is going to ring her bell. Whoever is talking in that moment has to switch to the opposite emotion or mood. Okay? And they have to stay in that until she hits the bell again. And like the hip-hop game where she hit the bell and we all were like rapping, only the person who is talking in that moment when she hits the bell has to flip their emotion.
Okay.
That's the scene. So, from you guys, I know rapping, she said. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. This is interactive. It's fine. So, from you guys, can I get one mood and one emotion for Josh?
Anxious.
Medically happy.
You said medically? Medically happy. Anxious and medically happy. Can I get a mood and an emotion for Jake?
Hi.
Should be difficult. And can I get another emotion? Can I get emotion?
Hangry.
Hate.
Angry.
Angry. Okay.
No,
Angry.
Hangry.
Oh, hangry.
Hangry.
Hangry. That's solid. I like that. So you are high and you're. That's amazing. That's some symmetry right. That's some symmetry. Okay. So all right, for me, can I get a mood?
Horny.
Haunting, horny.
Horny.
Oh, all day, every day. Horny. All right.
That's social worker mood.
I'm out here in the family business. You feel me? Can I get an emotion?
Sad.
Oh, gonna say that. Horny and sad. That's some symmetry too, though. So, can I get a location that'll fit on this stage? A bar. A bar. Beautiful setting of bar. Are we ready, guys?
Anxious.
So what's up, everybody? What's happening?
We just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Did you just grow me? Did you just grow me? I want some peanut butter cheese crackers right fucking now!
You're so sexy when you angry, like shit.
I told you not to talk. Give me something to eat now.
I mean, you on son. I mean, I can't really lie like I would. So it's okay. I mean,
It sounds like the peanut butter cheese crackers aren't here already.
no, they're not.
I'm a terrible event planner.
I don't understand why you laughing like that.
Get ready for round 2 of this birthday.
Why?
Because I forgot it. Oh no, I'm a nightmare.
Why doesn't this bar have a fryer?
Like, it's supposed to be my birthday, and like, y'all just acting real crazy right now.
Oh no, you hate it. I knew this would happen.
It's just like the worst. But you know, we can make it the best. I mean, you looking real good. You know?
There's like 6 of y'all right now.
Take the one in the middle, you dig me?
That one on the left looks better though. Look, that one on the left looks scrumptious.
You know? I'm right on the left, you feel me? It's cute, you know?
Oh, I just wanted the 2 of you to have fun at this party. And it looks like I did a bang fucking up job.
Oh, you got
Tell me that my smile's the best in the
Oh,
world.
it's the best, baby.
That smile looks delicious.
What's happening? Hey, okay. I'll get closer, because I like it.
Go ahead, get closer. I bet that's where the peanut butter cheese crackers are at. I left them on that
I
chair.
want some peanut butter cheese crackers.
Yeah, you like to eat. We got some cheese crackers.
And shit, but you know, they're gonna love so much.
Why are you crying so much?
It's making me feel like I've done a terrible job, even though that I'm not that bad.
All I want is some Doritos.
You know, they call me Doritos on the block. You feel me?
They do call her that, and boy, do I wish they called me that.
They call me spicy nacho. You feel me? Because, you know, I can get it, honey.
You know what? I don't care.
Oh, shit.
I don't care.
I like it. You don't care.
I'm confused. I don't even know how I feel. Wasn't that awesome, you guys? Give it up.
my Instagram handle. I do comedy around the Detroit area. I go comedy sometimes in Planet X, sometimes in Ann Arbor.
My social media, you find me everywhere at Black Girl Marvel. I do comedy, I do sketches, I do content, all that jazz. I just try to make people feel good and laugh. I do.
Jazz.
With a lot of
Y'all not ready for it.
But thank you. Yeah.
Jacob Russell on Facebook and the God of Temple on Instagram. Y'all not gonna remember that shit.
I'm on Instagram right now. Is it what?
It's long.
The God of Tempo, D-A, God like G-A-W-D, up tempo like the sneaker, 86 like the number. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yours is really easy to remember.
And I also,
Yes.
can I do a shameless plug?
Yeah.
I have a one-man show playing right now called Birth of a Whole Ass Nation. It's at Planet Act Theater next Thursday and Friday. Thursday at 9 p.m., Friday at 8 p.m. Go check that out.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Again.
Okay, everyone, we're gonna take a 10-minute intermission, get a drink, go to the restroom. We'll be back with more drag and burlesque.
Let's see. I am going to disconnect this, put it away, because from here on out, it's going to be a whole bunch of singing and sentences moving around. So, and then we can briefly chat, or we can do it after the show. Okay, cool.